Sometimes it's like linear, but then you hit a bottleneck and you have to do something about it, right? One of the ways that I have found to get rid of those bottlenecks is really to Doesn't look good out there today. What's up, everybody? Morning! It's about 7:30 in the morning, New York time. It's a stormy day. It's not looking too good out there today. First of all, this is an amazing spot to have your coffee. It's my first cup of the day. I'll probably have 3 of these throughout the day, but amazing spot to have your first cup. So check this out. This is a rainy New York day, and you can see over here we have the Manhattan Bridge. Right here we have the Brooklyn Bridge, again, which you can't really see because of the rain. This is the seaport, East River, and of course on this side you have the municipal building. City Hall is right there, and then that's all New Jersey. Anyway, what's up, YouTube? How's it going? I had an interesting day yesterday. I really did. I finished the day by speaking with a client, and things didn't go as planned. I thought that I would be increasing their retainer with us, and actually when we got on the call, the customer had some other plans, which is fine. I'm okay with that, but you know, it wasn't something that I was prepared for, really. So there's definitely an opportunity to grow from that situation. There always is an opportunity to grow. I think in every client interaction, every situation in life, really, there's an opportunity to grow, but it really comes down to you being able to figure out what that is, you know. And in that situation yesterday, I think I could have done a better job with my research, basically, is what it comes down to, and been a little more confident in the things that I was going to deliver on that call. One of the things that I wanted to just touch on for this video is about how when you get interested in entrepreneurship, building your business, there are some things that I didn't really consider, right? My first entrepreneurial interaction thing that I did was me and my brothers. We grew up in the volcano on Maui. It's called Haleakala. Say that 10 times fast. And we used to pick these like wild berries, and we would pick the berries and then we would sell them at the end of our street to cars that drove by. So that was really my first experience where I provided some sort of value to the world and I got paid as in return for that. And I don't know that really planted the seed, but I was doing various things beyond that growing up, right? I started going to Costco and buying the big boxes of candy, and then going to school and selling the individual candy bars to people. And I was always trying to figure out how to, you know, get a little hustle going. And what I didn't realize at that time is that there was a lot of skills that I would have to learn along the way beyond just providing the value, just figuring out what the market wants and what they're receptive to and the service that I would provide to them. And I'm talking about things like figuring out how to pay your taxes, how to do your bookkeeping, keep proper records, how to hire people, how to fire people, how to give people raises, how to negotiate, how to do copywriting, how to build websites. There's so many things that can go into building yourself a little empire, especially in today's age where you do have the ability to do most of these things at some level yourself. And there's a lot of information out there, and you can, of course, learn a lot of information, most of it for free. However, what I've been noticing and really been thinking about lately is really what I want to talk about in this video, which is the way that you really shortcut all of that. The way that you shortcut your process to excellence, to expertise. And what I have found is that whenever I find myself in a bottleneck, like I do now, and as you grow your business, right, you're going to grow it, you're gonna hit a plateau or a bottleneck, and you're gonna fix it, make it happen, and then you're gonna grow again, and then you're gonna hit another bottleneck, and then grow again. So that's just the way the business grows, or businesses in general. Sometimes it's like linear, but then you hit a bottleneck and you have to do something about it, right? So one of the ways that I have found to get rid of those bottlenecks is really to bring in some help, some talent, some people that are good at doing those different things. Now, I know what my skill sets are, but when you're in the business, when you're working in the business, my initial reaction is to try to solve those problems myself, right? So if we have let's say you have a lead generation problem, I'll figure out how to do lead generation. I'll figure out how to run a different type of ad campaign or reach out to affiliates or do email marketing, things like that, right? When in reality, it takes me quite a bit of time to figure out what I'm gonna do in that situation, that scenario, rather than potentially bringing in someone who that's like their main skill set. They're just an absolute superstar when it comes to, lead generation. And when you already have a little business, holy crap, look at this boat. I'm hoping that I can zoom beyond this rain. It's behind this building, huge boat. There are a ton of boats every single day going through that little East River over there. I would say hundreds of them. If you just sit here and you look out over that river, you'll see all the ferries and speedboats. There are people that are jet skiing out there all the time. Not today, obviously, because today's a shite day, but yeah, there's a lot of boats. Really cool, nice ones too, a lot of yachts. And of course I have my friend here who is probably gonna join me for coffee. So what I was talking about is bottlenecks and breaking through. And you might find yourself experiencing some sort of a bottleneck in your business right now. And that's okay. Like I said, that's the way that we grow. That's the way businesses grow, is through these different bottlenecks. So if you are experiencing that, let me know in the comments below if you're experiencing some sort of a bottleneck in your business. What is it? Is it lead generation, fulfillment? Is it sales, organization? Are you losing your customers, or is your fulfillment dropping off because you're not doing accurate reporting or keeping accurate details of things? I'm curious to hear what kind of bottlenecks you all are experiencing. So let's jump back over to how to alleviate some of these things, because I strongly feel that if you are in the position to bring somebody on that can help you with these bottlenecks, that's the fastest way about going about it, is really just to bring in an expert. Because for me personally, I mean, everybody's situation is different, but for me personally, if I look at my hourly rate, or if I figure out what my hourly rate is, personally, it's quite high. And I know it's a little different for everybody. In the beginning, when you're first getting started, you have nothing but time to really invest in your business. So you're just spending a lot of time growing and building your business. That's just in the beginning. But as you grow and as you scale, you take the revenue that you did last year. If I take the revenue that I did last year and I look at how many hours per week I worked, which is generally a minimum of 40 hours per week. I don't have to work 40 hours per week, but I do because I like it. I'm passionate about it. I'm excited. I'm really driving areas of my business right now that I can move the needle in. So I work a lot. If I take that number of hours worked for the year by how much money I made, the hourly rate is kind of stupid. Thousands of dollars, multiple thousands of dollars. And it's true though, right? Because I can create value in a lot of different ways. So there's an opportunity cost there. If I'm distracted and I'm looking at social media and I'm figuring out how to do some sort of new campaign that's gonna take me quite some time to figure out and really master, rather than bring somebody in that is already a master and just pay them somewhat of a fee, or align our incentives in some way, maybe give them some sort of a commission or with a fee or something like that, the chances are that that person is really going to come in and help me to grow whatever it is I'm doing, or even the pie, grow a bigger pie for everybody if I just bring them in and give them a little piece of that pie. So it sounds a little counterintuitive when you're collecting the chips and you're making money. A lot of the thinking early on is like, I need to hold on to as much of it as humanly possible. But really, it's been difficult for me to figure out and just deal with giving up a certain portion of revenue to bring in people to help me to make the pie bigger. So take that into consideration. If you have a bottleneck in your business, but you have a little money coming in, you may want to consider bringing in, a superstar to come help you grow whatever it is you're doing, alleviate some of those bottlenecks. And it doesn't have to be somebody forever. You can bring somebody in on a project basis. You don't have to bring in an employee or a salary. You can do that too. It depends what you're really looking for, but think outside the box. A lot of times we think we have to bring somebody in permanently and give them health insurance, give them dental. No, there are a lot of people out there that provide services, that are contractors, that don't even live in the same state as you. I mean, I live in Hawaii normally, I'm not there right now, but I look outside of the state most times to bring in talent. So don't sleep on that. I'll be right back. I need to take Kevin out. You ready? Okay, so where was I? I think I was talking about bottlenecks and how to get past them with hiring key people that can help you. I apologize for that little short intermission, but when nature calls, right? Anyway, I am going to be personally making a few key hires, or at least start the process of looking for a few key hires in my business, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm not always looking forward to the actual process of finding and hiring and interviewing and all that stuff. I've simplified that quite a bit, and I have people on my team that help me do it. I eventually got sick of it at some point because I was hiring so much, and I decided to teach my administrative assistant to become what I call my hiring manager, my talent scout. So I just tell her who I'm looking for, and she helps me to make some postings and get a short list together of people that apply and submit applications and follow all the questions. And then we get a more finalized list of people before I even get to jump into it. And that way I'm not really wasting my time. Again, a way to just optimize more time. But I'm gonna sit down and write a good job description, or at least the bullet points of what I'd like in these individuals, and hopefully start that process. So yeah, if there's any takeaway from this video, it's just really about the bottlenecks, and don't be afraid to give up some of the pie to grow a bigger pie. And so if you can relate to that, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, turn the bell notification on so that you get the notifications when I release my new videos, and let me know in the comments below what your takeaway was, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.